I've begun my ascent on the green slope of the western side. I have looked deep into the mountain from the shaft and understood that I must go up and then find a way under. I will stash the last vestige of my civilization in the stone walls and work deeper from there. I am drawn by the aerial and the cliff edge. There is some form of rebirth waiting for me there. I have begun my ascent on the windless slope of the western side. The setting sun was an inflamed eye squeezing shut against the light shone in by the doctors. My neck is aching through constantly craning my head up to track the light of the aerial. I must look downwards, follow the path under the island to a new beginning. I have begun to climb away from the sea and towards the center. It is a straight line to the summit. The evening begins to coil around the aerial and squeeze the signals into early silence. The bothy squats against the mount to avoid the gaze of the aerial. I too will creep under the island like an animal and approach it from the northern shore. When I first looked into the shaft, I swear I felt the stones in my stomach shift in recognition. What charnel house lies at the foot of this abyss? How many dead shepherds could fill this hole? Is this what Paul saw through his windscreen? Not Lot's wife looking over her shoulder, but a scar in the hillside falling away to black forever. When they grazed their animals here, Donnelly writes it was always raining. There's no evidence of that rain has been here recently. The fuselage is all static, like a radio signal returning from a distant star. In the hold of the wrecked trawler, I have found what must amount to several tons of gloss paint. Perhaps they were importing it. Instead, I will put it to use. Decorate this island with the icons and symbols of our disaster. Cromer in the rain, school trip. We took shelter en masse in a bus stop, herded in like cattle. The teacher's dull shepherds, sand in my pockets becoming damper by the second. The bothy was constructed originally in the early 1700s. By then, shepherding had formalized into a career. The first habitual shepherd was a man called Jakobsen. From a lineage of migratory Scandinavians, he was not considered a man of breeding by the mainlanders. He came here every summer whilst building the bothy, hoping, eventually, that becoming a man of property would secure him a wife and a lineage. Donnelly records that it did not work. He caught some disease from his malcontented goats and died 2 years after completing it. There is no one to carve white lines in the cliff for him either.